Well, hello, good morning. Here we are again on the Oxford Canal, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Had a very pleasant night on the mooring just here. No hat today because it's still very, very breezy, and if you notice, I've got a jumper on because it's surprisingly nippy. Temperatures dropped about 10 degrees centigrade in the last day or so. I've gone from standing at the back here in 30 degrees of heat down to standing in, well, I think it's only about 20 now, if that. Anyway, we're sort of, I think three locks into the Napton Flight. Our plan for today is to complete the Napton Flight and then find somewhere to moor up before my bridge of worries, bridge 131 on the Oxford Canal. That's one on the corner with a really, really tight bank. So anyway, that's the plan for today. Let's see how it goes. So there you go, that's the plan. Set off from Napton-on-the-Hill, head south through the last of the locks of the Napton Flight, and then through the really, really wiggly and windy bits of the Oxford Canal, and mooring up somewhere along the way. Just coming up to the first lock after bridge 115. Just got told back there by someone to slow down. I don't see how I can go any slower. I was on tick over. Oh, made a real hash coming into that lock, not helped by that stall that I just had there. Nope, got a bit of a traffic jam here coming out of this lock, Napton Lock 13. Getting through it though. Okay, coming up to the next lock, which is lock 14, I think. Looks like somebody's in it, so I will moor up and wait for them to clear. This is always one of the challenges when approaching a lock. We've got somebody in the lock. I think they will be going out of it and away from us, judging by the fact I see the back of somebody. We've got three boats here. Now the first one is definitely just moored up. The second one is facing the wrong way, so they're not waiting for the lock. And the third one, I think, is also moored up. But it's always hard to tell when you're approaching, particularly from a distance. Yep, the last one's also moored up, so that means I'm next to go into the lock. Okay, so that's us in Marston Dole's lock 16, effectively the top lock of the Napton Flight. This is the lock with the really nasty right-hander as you come out of it, almost a 90-degree right-hander as you come out. So you've got to sort of keep your wits about you for that one. Oh, almost went into the back gates then. Rocking about in this lock. Okay, here we go for the nasty right-hander. And there's another boat lined up to come in, so I don't know if they're hovering or if they're moored up. That'll make it even more challenging. Cheers, thanks. Oh, they're moored up, that's good. That's a challenging lock to get out of. Seems to have done it okay this time. Didn't hit that wall, which is good. And off we go through the Oxford summit to the locks at the far end. I've blanking on their names. What are they called? But anyway, 11 miles now and through the famous Compton tunnel. Well, I think it's a famous tunnel anyway. Well, that's not too bad with my cup of tea. I get a jammy dodger. This is bridge 122. You know, I've got a feeling this is the one I actually clouted with the boat last time and I brought it down. See if I can get through this bridge this time without actually making contact. I wouldn't have been the first to hit it or the last, because you can see a whole series of sort of dings on the side here. It really is quite a tight turn into that bridge there, right on the apex of the bend. And this time only just I managed to get through it without giving it a clout, so I'm going to call that a win. This really is a brute of a turn on the Oxford Canal. It's 180 degrees pretty much. Absolute shocker of a turn to get around. At least in this case they didn't put the bridge on the apex of the bend, which is the usual thing to do. Okay, so usual story for this time of day, looking for somewhere to moor up for lunch. Got to stop for your lunch. Okay, so we're coming up to what I consider the most windy part of this section of the Oxford Canal. We're just coming under bridge 126. We then sort of have a wander to our left and an impossibly sharp right around by the farm, and then another big bend. So it's a really sort of tight run through here. Also feels very shallow through here today. Even in the centre of the channel I can feel the boat sort of rocking, which normally means it's shallow. And things are not helped by the wind. Right, that's through what I call Farmyard Bend, the sharp right-hander, and then we've got another sharp right-hander coming up just ahead there. This boat has a tendency to prop walk to the left, so it sometimes makes going right on these sharp right ones really difficult because you're fighting the prop walk. Okay, here's the sharp right, second one, here we go. Look at the bank on the left. You can see that several boats have seemed to have collided with that. Here we go. Only just making out it's not being helped by the wind coming in through the gap there on my right, blowing me across the canal. But I made it around it, not very gracefully admittedly, but I got around it. I do dislike those two sharp bends there. Good grief, there appears to be a giant insect sitting on a big mound of soil there. Well, clearly it's not, but that's what it looks like. This is all the HS2 stuff. Wow, there's a lot of this HS2 stuff. It's very windy here, and this is another corner I had huge problems going around when I was coming down the canal back last October, November time. I remember making impact with the bank just in front now. I think it was just there. Just couldn't get it to come round. It's another one of these classic Oxford Canal 180-degree turns. Not helped by all this wind. Well, got around it again, not very elegantly, but I got around it, didn't hit anything. I'm going to chalk that up as another win to me. Another classic Oxford Canal bridge right on the bend. I want a large log in the water as well to avoid. Yet another tight one on the Oxford Canal. Okay, so this is a bit of a challenge through here. It gets quite narrow. We've got a works bridge coming up, which I assume is a temporary bridge just for the lorries and stuff to go over, followed by what I assume, because of all the protection on it, the HS2 bridge, and then followed almost immediately by an old canal bridge, and it just gets incredibly narrow, the old canal bridge down here. Wow, seriously windy. This is where we don't want to see a boat coming the other way. Through the bridge here. Bridge 128, I believe. hear me above this wind. I spy directly ahead the aerial, the big mast that we moored near the other night, so there's got to be some mooring around here somewhere. Well, as usual, we ended up staying where we moored up for lunch. And it's understandable, really fantastic views. Okay, we've got HS2 work going on in the background over there, but apart from that, you know, great views across the area. After lunch, we went for a nice little walk up in towards the sort of village of Wormleighton, which is just over the top there. Found out a lot about that village. Possibly more about that in a later video. Kind of interesting. We also walked through the remains of a medieval village on that route. Anyway, if you've watched this long, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big like, a big thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel, as it all helps. And on the screen now, you will see a QR code. That QR code, if you scan it, will take you through to a free newsletter on the grey wagtail. There's also a link to it in the description. Hopefully the sound has come out okay on these videos, because it's been very windy the last few days, and it's been really sort of tricky filming. Yesterday I had no hat on. Today I've got my old hat on. Anyway, thanks for watching this long. Bye for now.